Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a Venti Listener by me. So let's get into it. You loved Venti to no end. You loved him to the moon and back. That's how deep your love was for him. But that didn't mean that everything was okay and perfect between the two of you. Every relationship had its own struggles, its own milestones to pass, and its own difficulties that you would need to work out and through. And so was the relationship with Venti too. He might be an Archon, but when no romance came to it, he was no different than a human. He was trying his best, and so were you. And nothing was bound to be perfect on the first try. In fact, nothing was bound to be perfect at all no matter what happened. But things were more difficult than you imagined, and was getting tiresome. He didn't know how to get Venti excited. He didn't know how to get him to act like he liked you, like he was interested in your existence, in you, like how a boyfriend would be attracted to his girlfriend. It just never felt that way with him. Maybe it didn't easily feel that way, but it seemed like no matter what, you couldn't get to him. And sometimes he would be, but it was usually when he was drunk, and he didn't want it that way. He wanted it to feel more real, more out of his well, than just him being a little bit tipsy and flirting with you more than he means to. It hurts you then, because it reminds you of what you will never have. It reminds you of all those thoughts in your head, telling you he never loved you, that all of this was fake, that all of this was bound to collapse at one point, because you would never be enough for someone as Venti. And honestly, it kept biting at you, at your heart, and your soul, every single day. You never knew when the pain might end, but that's why you kept trying, desperate to find something to piece the relationship together, as if to make it stick, to make it last longer, and give it to another chance. And all of your attempts, you had failed to realize that Venti loved you all along. He had never had his heart beat for someone else, as his heart beat for you. To him, you were treasure. You were everything he could want and more. You were his world, his reason to look forward to every sundown, to every morning, and to every night, thinking of you and how you'd spend your future together. He just didn't know how to show it yet, and sometimes he would just have these thoughts that he didn't want to get used to being so happy with you, because he was afraid of losing it all over again. He had seen loss before, and he knows what it could do to a person. He knows what it had done to him. But then he starts to realize how unfair it is on you. How unfair it is to make you live in his own fears. So that's why he decides he wants to spoil you and show his true feelings. The love that he has sold for you all along, the way that you deserve to see it. Mayan, do you have some free time for us today? Free time? You mean like for us? The two of us? Like a date? No, not a date. But the two of us, yeah. He couldn't help but deflate a little bit, having been wanting to go on a date with him for a while. But it's better than nothing. And you do tell him that you have time. And that's when, during nighttime, after dinner, Venti starts calling you closer, arms wrapping around you, as he buries his face into your chest. Do you know how beautiful you are, Ryan? how much I've longed for you and how much I've wanted you, he says softly, making you go red. Venti, are you sure you're not drunk? I don't need to be to say those things. They're the truth, Juan. And honestly, I regret not saying the truth to you earlier, when you deserve to know it so much. You've done nothing wrong, I promise. But I think it's about time I show you my love. You look beautiful right now. Absolutely beautiful. And he won't lie, it does turn him on quite a bit. You're just a blushing mess as you stare at him, his words rendering you speechless. I mean, what else could you say? When you were hearing everything you wanted, on just one night, without even needing to tell him. Perhaps that was magic. Perhaps it was fate. Perhaps it was all your dreams coming true, and your patience was paying off all in the end. Either way, you felt like you were the happiest person on the earth. Venti, you know what you're saying, right? You know what you mean to me. I do, Ayan. That's why I want to show you how much I love you. Come on. Don't hold back from me, he said, leaning in to give you a kiss, deepening it, and swallowing up whatever whimpers you have to offer. Hands gripping your wrist tightly, tight enough for you to be able to see bruises on them later. He doesn't stop at kissing you. No. His hands gripping on your thighs tightly, fingerprints leaving imprints into them. And as he leans down, just a little bit, farther away from your mouth, he leaves soft kisses on your neck, biting into it, leaving tiny marks, blue marks, that show everybody that you're his, that shows you, for nights, for every single time you're going to sleep, every time you look in the mirror, that you were his, that he loved you, strongly, so undeniably, and that no one else would be able to change that, not even you. And maybe he does take you to bed with him afterwards. Don't worry, nothing suspicious at all. At least, as much as it could be suspicious with Venti involved. But even if it could be called suspicious, don't deny that you had fun. Both of you. And from now on, you know how much an effect you have on him, and just how much you can turn him on, and how attractive you are to him. So, don't put those doubts in your head again, because to Venti, you were the most beautiful person in the entire universe, and the best one that he could ever hope to have.